But even if you're super careful, if the game is just feeling like, I don't like you today, it might just slap you down for no reason, you know? So Fall Mountain is a rough one. I've been getting some really fun Hexagon games, though. Hexagon has been amazing today. My Jump Showdown games have been also kind of, my Jump Showdown's been whatever, but my Hexagon games have been so fun today. I've been employing a whole bunch of, like, fun islanding strats. It always says that to me. It always says, oh, Shadow's here. I don't think so, boy. It gets you that big wind-up slap. Unlucky, dude. Unlucky is what that is. To be fair, though, if you are going to be getting a win in Fall Guys, the best chance you probably have would be, like, I don't know. Funnily enough, I would actually say Fall Mountain, because there's quite a bit of, like, obviously you can't get hit by anything going up Fall Mountain, but there is quite a bit of luck to it. So, like, everybody else could get completely destroyed, and you could have an actual pretty decent chance of winning. For that exact same reason, that's why I don't like Fall Mountain, because it's a luck based. I can only do so much to essentially try to, like, guarantee, like, a win for me, but I might just get really bad luck at some point. Like, the boulders might fall in the wrong spot. They might not hit the spinner properly. I might just walk off the ledge and ragdoll for no reason. So there's so many, like, things in Fall Mountain that can mess you up. So I don't like the luck aspect of Fall Mountain. Everything else is fine though, for me at least. Because everything else you have a lot more control in. Like, if I die in Hexagon, I think to myself, okay, this is why I know why I died, and this is what I could have done differently. Or, like, if I didn't mess this jump up, I wouldn't have died. If I lose in Jump Showdown's the saddest one, because it's like, you see like, you feel stupid when you die in Jump Showdown, because you have, like, the spinners, like, slowly coming towards you, like, and then when they line up and they hit you, and you just get hit with that. I've been hit with, like, the super slow moving Jump Showdown spinners, like, going like this, and I died to it, and I thought to myself, am I retarded? You know, like, am I an idiot? Like, how do it's like going, like, barely any speed at all, and I died to it. And then Royal Fumble is kind of the same thing. It's just, you have to know to cut people off, and it's like, if you die, it might be a little bit of luck based there, but I would argue Fall Mountain's way worse, you know? The fairest game to lose to is Hexagon. Jump Showdown is the one I've been closest to finishing. Yeah, Jump Showdown is definitely, like, it's pretty easy, but there are some things that can go really wrong with it. I have no idea where the right platform is. I wasn't even looking. There's a lot of things that can go wrong with it. You have to take into consideration, if you have really wonky platforms that are dropping, you might get unlucky and lose because of that. You have to also consider somebody could try to grab you. If they grab you from behind, they can hold you down so you can't make the jump, and they still can, just because, you know, server issues. It's not exact, it's not perfect, but they can do that. And then you also have to consider, if somebody else gets hit with the spinner and ragdolls, they could ragdoll into you, and then both of you are ragdolled, and then, like, the spinner comes and takes you out. So there's a lot of considerations you have to make in Jump Showdown. But it definitely is one of those games where it's just like, if nobody's doing any grabbing, if the stars have aligned for you, and you have, like, a good platform set up, you can just outlast just by jumping normally. Like, one of the strategies I employ in Jump Showdown is, I noticed that during those really long Jump Showdown rounds, you know, where it just keeps going and nobody's dying, I've started mashing my jump button to jump, just because it sometimes doesn't always read it. So if you ever see me in a long Jump Showdown game, you hear, like, that's one jump. Like, I do this as a safety precaution in case I don't jump. I've developed strategies for even the worst case scenarios. You have to account for everything. Like, if the server's decided, no, you didn't jump, you have to mash the A button to say, no, I jumped. And hilariously, that strat has actually saved me quite a few times, and I've gotten quite a few wins because of it. It's strats within strats, exactly. It's so, like, it's so funny. It's so funny, dude. there's just so many, like, there's so many things you can say about, like, every single map about, like, how to win, especially the finales, because, you know, when you get down to it, the finales are the most important maps in terms of, like, what you need to know how to do, because if you get to that point, you need to say, okay, this is going to be how I have to do this to maximize my chances of getting this. The problem is, if you're, like, a newer player in the game, and, okay, this is box pattern. If you're a newer player in the game, and you, like, don't know all of the maps before that, and you, like, very rarely get to the finale games, you're not going to really get to practice them, you know? Because you need to get to the end to actually practice these finale games. And if a player like me is in there, you know, an absolute goddamn sweaty no-life, I'm going to know how to play Hexagon a lot better than a person that's playing Hexagon for, like, the first time. So that is one consideration you have to make, you know? Like, if you're one of those people that don't get to finales that much, you're just not gonna have as much practice. But the better players that are, like, getting to finales a lot more and aren't getting, like, you know, completely team game cucked, which doesn't really happen as much anymore. Those people are gonna have a lot more practice on these end games, and they're gonna know what to do a lot more than the people that very rarely ever get there, you know? So, like, if you can, like, consistently, at the very least, get through all the other stages and get to the finale, that's going to give you a lot of great practice for when you try to get the wins, you know? Like, if you play Jump Showdown a lot, and you get Jump Showdown, you're going to be like, okay, I know how to do this. And you're going to do a lot better at it. 11 people dead. So yeah, I have the benefit of I've practiced all of the different final games so much at this point because just the amount of time that I play, so I know what to do when I get to that point. But even though there's only so much I can do, you know? And hell, Hexagon is really brutal. Hexagon is one of those games where one mistake could just mean you lose. You know? I mean, I guess Jump Showdown's that way too. If you make a mistake in Jump Showdown, you lose. You think they're working on new levels? Probably, honestly. They probably are. I don't know if they're going to release any more for Season 1. I think, like, if they're making new levels, they're probably going to be saving it for Season 2, which is still, you know, in quite a while. So I doubt they would release any more levels during this time. If anything, they might be trying to, like, patch up some of the levels in this one. Like, at one point, they talked about... This man just juked me. At one point, they were talking about putting spinners on Perfect Match so it isn't just, like, such an easy game to play, you know? So, like, people have other things they have to worry about in Perfect Match as opposed to just matching up the tiles. So they might do stuff like that. I don't know if they're going to actually add more for Season 1, though. Do you have a tail? You don't have a tail. Okay. Well, this isn't... I'm not really in a big rush here. Give me your tail. No, boys. No. Oh, he got it. Actually, I'm gonna go for these guys. I'm just gonna cut them off. There we go. I just need to get a tail and just stabilize up here. Oh, I really messed that jump up. Yeesh. Okay. We just have to wait. We just have to have our head on a swivel and just wait it out. Is that cactus guy coming up here? No. Okay. He has a tail. That chicken doesn't have a tail. So I'm gonna go this way. There we go. We got it. Oh yeah, that makes sense. Yeah. They talked about making Perfect Match a bit harder. I mean, I think they might also consider making a few others a bit harder. Like, Rollout is a good example. Like, Rollout is like one of those maps where you have a guaranteed elimination counter, but it takes so long to actually, you know, get the things rolling to the point where people start dying a lot. So I think they might make a Rollout a little bit harder as well. But Perfect Match is probably going to be their primary concern. Jump Showdown, here we go. Well, if I live long enough, you're going to hear the strat in action of me mashing A at the end. Alright, so let's do it. This is actually a pretty low count Jump Showdown. Normally it's like a bit more. Yep, so we're just going to stay on the opposite side of where the first one falls and just try to stay on the middle on the biggest platform. Okay, I'm gonna move over to this purple one. And we're gonna stay in the middle right here. Okay, we're gonna move. Oh boy, gentlemen, you're almost killing me out here on like the super slow one. Okay, that one's gonna fall. We're gonna stand right here. Ooh, that was a little bit close. Okay, we're gonna stand right here in this middle one. We might have to jump over there if we need to, but this is a good position because if we have to jump across the platforms, we're going with the spinner to do it. All right, so we stay right here. You also want to try to stay on the outside because you have a little bit more area to work with just because it's thicker on the outside. Now let's see. I'm trying to stay in the back because I'm trying to avoid the grabs. The thing I'm most in danger of is if somebody ragdolls into me, if they get hit with the spinner. I don't trust this. Okay. I jumped over here because I was not sure about the timing on that one, and that's the benefit of that. I can't do that again though. I can't jump against the spinner and be as safe. So this is the platform we're staying on. There's also less people over here, and these guys aren't really moving, so I think they might not try to grab, maybe, but I don't bank on that anymore. This jacket, oh, this jacket's gone. Okay, I don't have to worry about grabs at all now. Now I can just play however I want. 'Cause these guys in the front can't get to me safely. So now all I have to worry about is timing, because I'm here by myself, which is ideal. This is a long one. These boys are gonna mess up eventually, but this is a long one. Okay, that's one gone. This is the long jump showdown, dude. At this point, if anyone ragdolls for any reason at all, it's just death. So you gotta be super careful. Also, the timing is becoming shorter because the thing is moving so fast, you don't have as much time to position in between jumps. Got him. Ooh, there we go. Crap, they're awake already. I have to go. All right, I'll catch you later, Dallas. I don't know when you sent that message. I could not look at chat the entire time. I was so completely focused on that. Oh, boy. Oh, my hands. I gotta shake my hands off, dude. Marathon that one. That was insane. Oh, there you go. That's a good jump showdown game.